Okay, so this is how you lubricate your laptop fan for brokies, basically. So first thing you got to do is get to the bottom side of your laptop because that's typically how you take apart one. So here you see I have it upside down. Okay, so now that we have our fan exposed here, as you can see, it's a little bit dirty, so you might want to clean that out. Get yourself a vacuum or an air compressor or something and blow that out. Or you can just blow into it since mine isn't too dirty. There we go. So now we're going to remove this fan and we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, and then we're going to need to disconnect this cord right here. So after we have these screws removed, we put them on our plate over here. This is a very good idea unless you have just like a really organized table, unlike me. But now we have to remove this cable right here, the one that I'm pointing at. You can just remove it very easily. I'm going to need both hands though, and I'll get back to you guys when it's removed. So now we have our fan removed. As you can see, I got the ribbon removed. Now there's initially three, but the last time I did this, I accidentally lost a screw because it went flying someplace. You want to remove this one, and there'd be another one up at top, right up here. So I'll get back to you when they're removed. As you can see, we now have direct access to the fan blade, which does in fact just pop out. See? Now, the rod is attached directly to the fan blade and the motor part is right here. So, the easiest solution I found to this, as you can see, there's next to no lubricant on there. It's just a little bit gummed up, so I'm going to clean that out with a isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip. That's going to be the best approach to do that. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys how to lubricate. So, got that all cleaned out. Q-tip, rubbing alcohol, 90% or higher is recommended, for me at least. It's going to stink a little bit of the rubbing alcohol, and as you can see, there's a lot of dust in the actual cage here, so I'm just going to blow it out with my mouth. Okay, so here's what some people might think is sketchy, but really does work, especially if your fan's making a rattling noise. Get yourself some chapstick here. I'd recommend unscented, but mine has scented shit, so, then we're just going to put it all around this rod right here and all up in there. Now, don't know if you can see it, but there's lube on there. I just used some chapstick. I just jammed it into the top of it. And now we can put it back in here, like so. See? A lot smoother. And now we just put back together this fan using those screws that hopefully you kept on a plate over here. These are the two small screws. And then we just put it all back together. Now that all of this is put back together, let's run a stress test. Now, I don't know how to formally run a stress test, so I'm just going to run my most graphically demanding game, and that would be Spider-Man PS4 Remaster. I also need to wipe down my screen here real quick. And as you can hear, probably, maybe, my fan is not making that annoying grinding noise anymore. It's running a little quick, but that's because it's a graphically demanding game, and it needs to cool down the GPU a lot quicker. But, as you can see, it's running it no problems. So, this is a win.